Hi, I'm Kelley Norton. I'm your AZ Realty lady, and I am out here today and I want to show you the difference between Phoenix 85032 and Scottsdale 85254 zip codes. Right now I'm in 85254. Stay tuned. We're going to go over the differences in being in one zip code versus another, some of the pros and cons, and definitely going to give you a tour of what the houses look like in this area. Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty lady at EXP Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. All right, guys, so 85032 versus 85254. So really, the 85032 and 85254 are right across the street. So they're right across Tatum Boulevard. And some people might want 85254 because it's the city of Scottsdale. But you can save a significant amount of money from just going right across the street. 85254 is a Scottsdale zip code. 85032 is a Phoenix zip code. Both of these are in the same location, considered the North Phoenix, North Scottsdale, Kierland, Desert Ridge area. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to buy an 85032 because it's not a Scottsdale zip code. But then there's a lot of people that say, why would I want to get the Scottsdale zip code when I can be literally a stone's throw away and be an 85032 and save $80,000 to $100,000 on the exact same home? So that's what we're going to talk about. You can get a bigger value by going just a little further down the road. And when I say just a little further, we'll pull up a map here. I'm going to show you. Here's Tatum. Right across Tatum to the west is 85032. To the east is 85254. So you literally go across the street and your zip codes change. Okay, so let's talk pricing. So when we're over in 85032, for example, just got my client about a 2,500 square foot house. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and we are in the low 700s. You jump across to 85254, we were looking at the exact houses, and some of them are even on busy roads, and they were in the low to mid 800s. And there's houses that are over $1 million, of course. But the wind was not cooperating today, so I have to do a little bit of a voiceover here. But 85254 is definitely known for the Barrett-Jackson, for the Waste Management Golf Open. You also have fine dining, you have shopping in the area, Kierland Commons, Scottsdale Quarter, Scottsdale Fashion Square nearby. You also have the Scottsdale Air Park. So if you fly private, you certainly have the convenience of having that airport just about 10 minutes away from the home. Also, Desert Ridge is just north of the house and very, very convenient to the freeways with the 51, the 101, and you can hop right onto the 10, get out of town by connecting from one of those other freeways. So you certainly have a lot of conveniences in both of these areas, but I would certainly say that some of those larger attractions are what make people think that they need to be in that Scottsdale 85254 zip code. However, I think that most people just are not aware that it really is just going right across the street and you're in the same vicinity and you still have access to all of these great amenities. Now let's talk about schools in the area. So you can do an open enrollment in any of these schools. On the east side of Tatum, over in 85254, the high school would be Horizon High School, still Paradise Valley Schools, but it's a different high school. If you're on the east side, on the west side of Tatum, then that's Paradise Valley High School, which by the way is the home of Crest, which is a specialty STEM high school within Paradise Valley High School. Very well known in the area, have great programs, and a lot of the kids coming out of that program are already getting a lot of college education under their belt with dual enrollment classes, because they do have a lot of dual enrollment teachers there. So difference, you just have different high schools, but again, you can open enroll on either side. So if you wanted to, if you were over here in this 85254 area where I am now, you could enroll in Crest, the Crest School over at Paradise Valley, or Paradise Valley, Pinnacle. You can definitely open enroll. Okay, so now we literally just came across, I'm gonna roll up my window real quick, but we just came across Tatum Boulevard on Paradise Lane, and now we're in 85254. And you'll notice there's really not much change at all from one side to the other, except your price tag. Now, both of these locations are great to the freeway, to Mayo Clinic. You have Desert Ridge, you have Kierland, you have Scottsdale Fashion, which is not too far away. So great location to get anywhere in the valley. And again, we're talking about a 45-second difference from one neighborhood to the other, just jumping across a major intersection. So, so location-wise, they're the same distance. Downtown Phoenix, getting to the airport, you're about 25 minutes away. You just have to hop on the 51 and then take that south. So really great. Both of them can feed to the same schools like we talked about. Oh, look at this nice little yard. I just think this little custom touch here. So one of the things that you're gonna notice as I walk around the neighborhood is like this house here has an asphalt shingle roof, and then there's other homes that have the tile roofs. So in Arizona, your asphalt shingle roof is gonna last anywhere from 15 to 30 years, just depends on how well you take care of it and the quality of roof that you purchased. And then we also have tile roofs, which you'll see as I drive through this area. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just walk down here really fast. I'm going to show you. But our tile roofs have an underlayment underneath them. So the tile, that decorative portion, is on top of what the true protective layer is, which is the underlayment piece, which is kind of like a tar paper rolled roofing type material. And that's what the tile, if you have a broken tile, or you have a tree that pushes the tile up, you want to get that fixed, because now you're exposing that felt paper underneath, and that's what's really keeping the roof dry. So I'm going to turn this. You'll be able to see one of the tile roofs behind me, but again, it's not very uncommon to have a tile roof right next to an asphalt shingle roof. So in this neighborhood, that's how it is, because right in that mid to late 80s is when they started putting in the tile roofs in the area. So you will see that. And I know in a lot of places throughout the country, you don't have the tile roofs, but out here we have both. They now, with new construction, you do see tile roofs. You can see S-tile and flat tiles, and both of them are great. It's just an aesthetic, just depends what you want, what you like. So right now I'm over on the 85254 zip code side of Tatum. So I want to show you, right behind me here is the exact same floor plan that you're going to find over in 85032. So you still can get the exact same floor plan, but in 85254 you're going to pay more for it than you would across Tatum. And right now we're at 52nd Street, so we're just another block over, but we're talking one major road difference between Scottsdale 85254 and Phoenix 85032. So same floor plans, different price, different zip code. Right now I am approximately 50th Street and Paradise Lane, which Paradise Lane is, I wouldn't say, well, maybe halfway between Bell and Greenway. And Paradise Lane does run east and west, so it goes the same direction as Bell and Greenway, and then it goes in between 52nd Street and Tatum. So these neighborhoods here are my old stomping grounds. This is where I grew up. So I grew up on the other side of Tatum in the 85032 Phoenix zip code, and for the most part, these floor plans are the same. You can get the same floor plans across the way. There are a couple builders that built over here that in the 80s that started doing some tile roofs, mid to late 80s, early 90s. So some of those floor plans you can't get across the way. But for example, like this house right behind me here, same house is right across Tatum. So if somebody's not really familiar with this area, you can get the same house. And I'm doing this video just to show you that you can get a better value just going across the street. But you have some people that say, I absolutely want to have Scottsdale, so that drives that price up. If it's not important to you to have a Scottsdale address, Scottsdale mailing address or zip code, then save yourself the $80,000 to $100,000 and just jump across Tatum and be in 85032. So that's the moral of my story, and I'm just giving you this video today so that you can kind of see the difference and make the decision for yourself. For the most part, both of these areas that I'm showing you today, right in 85254 and 85032, are non-HOA. There's a couple that do have HOA in the area, but for the most part, these are non-HOA communities. And a lot of people will say, oh, if it doesn't have an HOA, then they're gonna have a trashed yard. Well, let me ask you, is this a trashed yard? Because this is a non-HOA, and look how beautiful it is. So yes, you can have yards that are not great, but in my experience in these neighborhoods, you have pride of ownership. I mean, you're talking price-wise over here, guys. You're talking about entry level to get into these neighborhoods is in the sixes, all the way up above $1 million. So most of these people do have some pride of ownership. A lot of people have remodeled, done some modern touches like they've done here with some of these iron gates. When you're comparing like for like, you're talking about $100,000 difference from the same type of house, one side to the other. So that is it for today. Giving you a little walk around 85254 and a drive around both of the neighborhoods to give you a feel. And again, this is the area that I grew up in North Phoenix. There was no North Scottsdale. When I was younger, we were out riding our bikes and playing in the dirt and finding critters. And there was no North Scottsdale. There was no Northeast Scottsdale, none of that. So this was kind of the edge. And a lot of my friends that were in Central, along the Central corridor, they would say, oh my gosh, you live on the edge of nowhere, because this kind of was the corner of the Northeast Phoenix, North Scottsdale area. And now it's definitely developed, it's centralized, so there's so much to do right around here, and very, very popular for spring training and for folks to come out and spend their winters out here because the weather is phenomenal. I think it's mid 60s today, and I'm in sleeveless because when the sun's out, it feels awesome. So again, guys, I'm Kelley Norton. I'm a 22-year real estate agent here in the Valley and a Valley native right here from these neighborhoods. And if you're looking to relocate to or within the Phoenix or surrounding areas, give me a call. Happy to help you, and also, of course, answer any questions that you might have. So if I can help in any way, call me or text me. It's the best way to reach me. Take care, and until next time, bye.